Ticket Fight Promotions, sponsored by Feel Supreme and ITB. This is a contest to the referee, Mr. Neil Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one more time in the blue corner, representing UTC Staffs, with 2 wins on his amateur record. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Rees! And his opponent in the red corner, representing SBG UK, an amateur MMA record of 2 wins and no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one more time, John Tunnicliffe.
So we've got an amateur featherweight fight here. We've got John Tunnicliffe, 2-0, fighting out of SBG UK, taking on Dan Rees, 2-3, fighting out our UTC Staff. So I imagine Dan will have the home crowd here.
You'd imagine so, wouldn't you? I'm really excited for this fight, actually. These are 2 really good fighters, and Dan Rees' record, I don't think he does him justice at 2-3. But it's going to be an interesting fight for sure.
The amateur levels in the UK is so high at the moment, and like you say, a 2-3 record, all that means is he's facing good competition.
Absolutely,
there's no shame in that. Both quite a cautious start, very active from Tunnicliffe there with the punches.
Dan Rees is switching stances nicely.
Head kick there from Tunnicliffe, but he's throwing big power shots, isn't he? Just one in and out power, and then they're not landing at the moment, but he's throwing the power, but there's no setup to him.
Yeah, Dan Rees is really mobile on his feet, and he's really switching those stances and working up on the outside. But like you say, just throwing that one big punch, and Tunnicliffe engages in the clinch there up against the fence.
So yeah, he's got him there. He's going to try and he's trying to close his hands together. Good defence there. Good defence there, pushing the hand down there.
Yeah, it's good takedown defence on Dan Rees so far. Look at that single leg. But he's
good sprawl. Great sprawl. Himself really well there. He went to throw a knee then. I remember that he couldn't throw one.
Remember that's not allowed in the amateur ranks, of course.
Yeah, he can throw him to the body, just not to the head. As it was, he was a down opponent.
He was a down opponent anyway, so nobody's doing that.
No. Nice jab there.
How difficult does it make it for your opponent when you're constantly switching stances here, like Dan Rees is? I mean, he must throw the timing off for Tunnicliffe.
Yeah, because Tunnicliffe isn't throwing a lot, so he obviously is struggling with gauging the timing. And Rees is very, very active, and he's in and out. It'd be interesting to see if he can keep this up for 3 rounds, because you'd imagine that could be quite tiring, because there's so much energy into his movement, and he's throwing a lot of big shots, and again, that can be tiring as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Tunnicliffe looks to have just found his range in the last 30 seconds or so. Landed a couple of shots as Rees has been coming in. Rees is almost landing some running strikes, isn't he, with that style of his? He's almost throwing it on the move, and he nice little kind of shovel jab uppercut.
It's a very strange style, but yeah, he's got him up there.
This is going to be a big takedown here. Huge takedown from Tunnicliffe.
Yeah, that was lovely. Got him up on his shoulder there as well, and was able to slam him down hard. Interesting to see now, after all that energy from Rees with all the movement, what's he going to be able to do off of his back? And he nearly reversed him.
He nearly reversed him there, and Tunnicliffe remains heavy on top. There's a 10-second warning.
He's got half guard there as well, and he's holding him down. He's not able to posture and throw any damage. Is he going to throw some? Yeah, throw some punches.
Couple of strikes at the end of the round there.
Interesting round. So we've got the takedown there.
That takedown at the end makes it really interesting, doesn't it?
Rees, I think, had the better on the feet. He was a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, his movement was a lot better. He landed some shots. He kind of he looked like he was throwing Tunnicliffe off with the movement, the switching stances. But then, what does that big takedown at the end of the round do? Does that change the scoring in any way? I mean, he landed a couple of strikes when it went to the mat, but nothing major. So interested to see how the judges score that.
He didn't have him down long enough in the round for it to beat. I don't think for it to count as much. I mean, he probably had him there for maybe 20 seconds. If he'd have done it earlier on in the round, maybe for at least a minute and a half, you've got over half the round then. I think I'd go the other way with that one. I think I'd
probably say edging Dan Rees' favour with the striking, but
yeah, I think so too. I think the striking was the biggest part of that. I think with Rees' movement, I'm interested to see if he can keep that going, because it's a very energetic style, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. I mean, not sure if people realise how much energy is exerted constantly moving like that, and especially when you're throwing the big shots, which Dan Rees is. I mean, he's not throwing out feelers in any stretch of the imagination, is he? He's throwing those power shots. As we saw there, the snappy right hand.
In the last fight, we had all the setup and no power. In this one, we've got all the power but no setup. We put those two styles together, you got a perfect fighter.
Yeah, nice little combination there. Right?
Rees is being very aggressive. Oh, Tunnicliffe jumped in there and has
he hits a right hand. I like that shovel uppercut jab that Dan Rees throws. I mean,
he's got a very awkward style because of his movement, and he's very hard, I think, to time.
Yeah.
I think Tunnicliffe is really struggling to time anything with Rees, and we've seen it in the first round where he went in, and by the time he got there, Tunnicliffe has gone, and he's up against the cage.
Yeah.
His movement is so... His style of movement is so strange. Even the way he puts his hands up and throws the punches from weird angles.
Yeah. I'd like to see him use that leg kick. We saw the inside low kick land there. I'd like to see him use those leg kicks a bit more, because when someone's moving so much as this, it's hard to time. A nice 1-2 there from Rees.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rees is looking really good. Oh, his gloves come out. He's fine.
Into the neutral corner goes down Rees. I think it's a bit of a glove issue, but I think we're okay.
His finger is his glove, I think. I think he put his finger come out of his glove, but they're back on. Yeah, Rees's, I think the Rees's punch, striking in this round has been a lot better than in the first round, but his movement is really good, and I think Tunnicliffe is really struggling to get the timing on him.
Yeah, as I was saying before, the 1-2 landed for Rees, and then we had the break for the glove. I'd like to see Tunnicliffe throw those leg kicks a lot more, because that's something that you can land if if your opponent is switching stances quite regularly, and if you can't land with the punches, throw those kicks and try and slow down the movement a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the slowing down the movement is the thing there. If he can land the kicks enough to slow down the movement, he can change the whole direction of this fight. Because at the moment, the whole fight is the movement.
Yeah.
It's Rees's movement that is the difference between the two fighters. I tell you, every punch, I mean, these two are featherweights. They seem to have more power than some of the bigger guys we've seen tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they're both big guys. I mean, Dan Rees is a big featherweight.
They're both stocky,
he's thick, stocky, yeah, and you can tell when he's throwing those shots as well. As we mentioned earlier, he's throwing heavy hands and attempted another big 1-2 there.
So he's gone in for the takedown there. Let's see if he can... if Tunnicliffe can change direction in this fight. Again, he's left it very late in the round, where you've got to feel that just taking him down isn't going to be enough. He needs to do some real serious damage.
He needs to spend a bit of time on top and be able to work the ground and pound, work for the better positions. I
love the way Rees bases himself. He's got such good hips, the way he's spread those legs and made it so difficult for him to get the takedown. And we've had the 10-second clock, but he's going to defend that takedown. There we go. I don't think he's going to get this takedown now. Again, he spread the hips. He's got his hands joined now, so he's got him up. Bang,
nice takedown, but with 3 seconds left in the round,
not going to be enough.
It's not enough, is it?
I don't think it's going to be enough. I think I wonder there if Tunnicliffe's a bit dazed. He walked into the wrong corner.
Yeah, Neil Hall just kind of had a little look in his eyes there to just double check, and
he's looking at
he's checking on him again, and I think he's okay.
The cutman's gone over to him as well. He's not gone over to Rees. He's gone over to Tunnicliffe.
No, I think he's okay, but he did eat a couple of big, heavy 1-2s in that round from Dan Rees. I'm just trying to look on the monitor here to see whether there's much of a cut at all. So he's had the cutman's gone over.
Is there a cut above? We can't see it from that angle. There's a cut above
possibly
the
above
eye.
the right eye of Tunnicliffe.
I think that if Rees can keep this style up for a third round, I think he's going to win this.
I think so. I'd be saying more of the same if I was in Dan Rees's corner.
I think the power is starting to wear on him as well, and he could get a stoppage, because everything that lands is landing with power.
He's landing heavy, yeah.
It's a very good performance from Rees. So we're off again, third and final round. No touch gloves. Sometimes you see that in the third round, but not. And he's straight in with the power again.
Yeah, again another 5 or 6 shot combination there.
Tunnicliffe was backing up, which is not what you need to do. You need to circle.
Chin in the air, backing up in a straight line, and I think Rees spotted that and tried to capitalise, but
I think Tunnicliffe's done the right thing here, going for the takedown earlier. So he's got his hands nearly connected. We know if he gets those hands connected, he will get him up, because he did it in the last round. Rees needs to base himself like he did. Okay, he's got his underhooking now. He's going to break the grip. That's not a bad idea. No, it doesn't work though.
Tunnicliffe sticking to him.
He's not able to connect his hands at the minute. That's what he needs to do. He needs to connect his hand. He's going to try the other arm now. So he can break
working
the
that
other arm.
underhook. That's the right thing to do to try and keep that grip as far away as possible. Tunnicliffe's trying to peel away the ankle, but
he's going to go for a single now because the double's not working. And he's jumping for a guillotine.
Jumping in for a guillotine here.
I don't know if that's
I'm not
a good
sure
idea.
if he's got it, and we're going to see a big slam. And
he's popped his head out. I think the mistake there was going for that guillotine because it's such a sacrificial move because you've got to put yourself in a running position to get the finish.
Absolutely.
And how many times do we see it where they go for it and they don't get the finish?
Especially in this third round when both guys are a little bit sweaty.
Yeah.
They've been working hard for 3 rounds or 2.5 rounds. I think he would have served better getting on, staying on his feet there.
Especially when he's had so much control on the feet.
Absolutely, but this is where Tunnicliffe will want the fight to be because we've seen him on top with 10-15 seconds left in the first and the second round, and now he gets a bit of top time and he's able to work and see what he can do, and he looks like he's for a front choke, but he's worked his way onto that side saddle position.
You've got to be shouting here if you're in Rees's corner, stand up.
Yeah, get back to your feet.
Right position there to just stand up, and he's not doing that. Obviously, he's going to be tired from the first 2 rounds as well. But what is stopping him now? He stands up.
Yeah, he's standing up now, but
straight back down.
Tunnicliffe's trying to get the hooks in. He can't, and he just
even with that out of the hooks, he was able to put his weight on him.
Yeah,
and it was too much for Rees, and he's pulled him down. He's literally flattened him out straight into side control as well. See if he can. You've got to feel he's got to get a finish.
Yeah, Rees has done well there to turn into him and kind of tells him he's got to be careful of the neck.
He's got his neck dead. He's gone back to his feet. He's done the right thing getting back to his feet now. He's going to try and make sure he can keep that grip.
Yeah, Dan Rees is breathing quite heavy now. He obviously, as we mentioned earlier, all that movement with the striking in the first and the second round, it looks like it's catching up with him a little bit. And but he's doing well to maintain his grip. With commentators curse, he gets taken down just as I say it.
Yeah, he's taken down, but again, it's so late in the fight now. Is it too little, too late to just rely on the takedowns? Yeah. Nice knee to the body there. 10
seconds left, and Tunnicliffe's going to try and get him down once more again. But I'm not sure whether this third round of top control is going to be enough to see Tunnicliffe get the win in the judges' eyes.
Tunnicliffe needed a stoppage in this round. I think the first 2 rounds went to Rees. I think Rees is going to even his record out here. I'll be surprised if it's gone the other way.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think that Dan Rees did enough on the feet in the first 2 rounds to take this 29-28.
Yeah, I mean the takedown in round 1 was with about probably 15-20 seconds left. The takedown in round 2, there's probably 1 second left.
Yeah, definitely didn't do enough on top in rounds 1 and 2 to take it, in my opinion. But we'll soon find out when the judges hand over their scorecards.
Just waiting for the MC to come in. He's not in the cage yet. It's been another good night though. Some real interesting fights.
There's been some fantastic fights, and the guys at Golden Ticket, the matchmakers, Dan Cassell, they put together some fantastic fights between very evenly matched opponents as well.
They always do. Ever since their very first show. I think we're ready now. We're going to hand over to the MC for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for both of these fighters. After 3 rounds, a unanimous decision has been reached. To the winner, in the red corner, John Tunnicliffe.